Will Nikola Jokic have his first ever All-Star teammate this season? This is your Denver Sports Daily for July 16th.
The biggest stories, the latest news. It's Denver Sports Daily.
It is a well-known fact that Nikola Jokic has never in his career had an All-Star, All-NBA, or All-Defensive teammate. What's crazy about that is just a little stat that I was looking up last night because I saw a debate between LeBron James and Michael Jordan, like most people do at night. He has won 51 playoff games without anybody in the All-Star, All-NBA, or All-Defensive team category. LeBron James has won 55. LeBron James has played, I think, 11 more seasons than Nikola Jokic. It was a debate between LeBron James and Michael Jordan, saying Michael Jordan has only won 14 playoff games without those criteria teammates. And, LeBron James has won more. Where's Nikola Jokic in this GOAT debate then? Because he has only 4 less wins than LeBron James in playing 11 less seasons, something like that. Now, that's a cool fact, but this year, we could see a change. Now, we know Michael Porter Jr. was traded for Cam Johnson on the opening day of free agency. And if Jamal Murray can't get an All-Star nod, maybe Cam Johnson can. Last season, Johnson averaged 18.8 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per game. Last year, he wasn't eligible to be in the All-Star game because he didn't play enough games. I believe he only played 54 games during the regular season. So he wasn't eligible to make that squad. But Nikola Jokic with Cam Johnson will be something that we've seen in the past. As we know, as something that I like to compare when you're talking about Nikola Jokic and how great he is, I compare him to quarterbacks a lot. The best quarterbacks in the league have the ability to lift their opponents up. Nikola Jokic does that on another level. Their game immediately improves once a player comes from another team to the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon is just one example, who is a star on Orlando, but looked to be on the bottom half of his career. He looked like he was declining before joining the Nuggets, that is. And then he came and made a statement. He played his part perfectly with the Nuggets and has had a career year or a career just on the Nuggets, basically. Bruce Brown, that's another guy who made an immediate impact after joining the team. Sure, he was only here for 1 year, but he made an immediate impact. He grew. He played at a higher level. He became a big trade target, a big free agency target after that championship because people saw what he was able to do in that with Nikola Jokic. You've seen it with other players. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope came and won another championship with the Nuggets. Reggie Jackson played a very important role and played one of his best seasons with the Nuggets. Russell Westbrook came back from the depths of nowhere and played a great season with the Nuggets, whether you like the Russell Westbrook experience or not. Cam Johnson has the opportunity to become the second scoring option on this team if he can play at the level of efficiency that he did on the Nets. And there's no doubt that if he does come here and play at that level of efficiency, play with Nikola Jokic and fit this scheme the way that Michael Porter Jr. did, but on a more efficient level, he could be considered for an All-Star selection this season. I'd be all here for it. I mean, I've been a day one Jamal Murray should be an All-Star advocate, but if Jamal can't do it, maybe Cam Johnson can. Now, moving on, Nikola Jokic was named the best player in NBA history to wear the number 15. Hoops Hype ranked the best players in NBA history to wear number 15, and without a second thought, Nikola Jokic was named the best. It really isn't a debate any longer. The only player putting up a true fight was Carmelo Anthony, and he switched his number when he went to the Knicks. He was 15 on the Nuggets and was 7 on the Knicks. Now, that fight ended, though, when Nikola Jokic won his first MVP. He's got 3 now. There's no debate any longer between who is the best player to wear number 15 in NBA history. The runners-up were Melo, Vince Carter, and Hal Greer, but the conversation shouldn't finish in just the NBA. Nikola Jokic is the best player to wear number 15 in sports history. The only player that you could argue is Patrick Mahomes, and Nikola Jokic still clears. I mean, sure, hey, Patrick Mahomes, 3 championships, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 MVPs, 1 OPOY, but it's a different comparison. You're talking about football. Sure. Hey, you're the quarterback on a championship winning team. You're one of the better quarterbacks in the league. You're going to win the Super Bowl MVP when you win a Super Bowl. Sure. 2 MVPs, though. Nikola Jokic beats him in that. He's got one of the most impactful and important championships in recent history. Nikola Jokic does. You put him up there with the Bucks and with the Raptors. Those guys had to fight. They had to claw their way. They built a team to get to the championship. And Nikola Jokic is the reason that they won that championship. So having him wear the number 15 and go out there and boast that he is the best player in NBA history, it shouldn't just stop there. He's the best player in sports history to wear the number 15. Now, moving on, the Broncos have finally signed their first-round pick. The Broncos have been keeping every fan on their toes as they chose to finally sign Jahdae Barron one day before the rookies must report to pre-training camp. Now, Barron was a 20th pick yesterday. He signed a 4-year deal worth $18 million. After Barron signing, the Broncos only have one more signing to deal with. That is RJ Harvey. They have not signed RJ Harvey yet. And we know RJ Harvey was selected in the second round with hopes to be a true RB1. If you've watched the show, you know how I feel about that. I'm not high on RJ Harvey, but the Broncos need to get him. They don't have a running back 1. And if RJ Harvey is believed to be the guy, then you got to get him on this team. Are you going to wait till training camp? What are you going to do? You're going to keep waiting here? Because training camp is just around the corner. It's less than a week away. Next Tuesday it begins. So if anything, I'd expect the deal to get done very, very soon. Now moving on, Dre Greenlaw was ranked within the top 10 at his position. Greenlaw was one of the massive signings that the Broncos have made over the offseason, and many may remember him for his injury he suffered in Super Bowl 58, but the Broncos have high hopes for their star linebacker. Now, clearly other outlets have high hopes for him too, as ESPN ranked Greenlaw as the 9th best off-ball linebacker in the league. Quote, he's a total savage, an NFL coordinator told ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, a top 5 linebacker when healthy. And that right there, that is the most important thing right there. Greenlaw's health. If he can stay healthy, he will be one of this team's best defensive pieces on an already stacked defensive squad. I mean, the 2 signings from the 49ers, Talanoa Hufanga and Dre Greenlaw, could be the biggest signings we've seen on the defensive end of the football in recent Broncos history. I mean, they're incredible. They were both out there in that Super Bowl 58, when they were, I believe it was 58. It may have been 57, but they were out there, and you remember Dre Greenlaw was getting so hyped, just sitting out on the field, getting ready to go out on the field, and then he snaps his Achilles. Things like that take a long time to heal, but he played a few games last season, and if he can come in and make an immediate impact on this defensive side of the ball, we're going to be looking at another season of the Broncos having the best defense in the NFL. Now, that'll do it for your Denver Sports Daily. Finally, now let's stack them championships up. Baby, let's go. That's all that I want. Let's get some more championships in Denver. Let's get some more championships for the Nuggets. That's what I want. I love it. I love it. Now, that'll do it for your Denver Sports Daily. I will be back with you guys again tomorrow. Until then, y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.